Three crucial vitamins to increase vitality, performance, and energy. Your drive wanes, your body feels heavy, and nothing happens when the time is right. It seems as though your vitality, self-assurance, and even your masculinity have subtly vanished. And you may believe that's the cost of reaching 60. What if it isn't, though? Your age might not be the reason for your limitations if your muscles no longer react as they once did. Your bedroom feels empty, or your stamina isn't up to par. It might be something much more straightforward and easily fixed. Because everything from your circulation to your testosterone levels to your energy production can come apart like a house of cards when essential vitamins are deficient. Dr. Catherine Rotker is my name. For more than 20 years, I have been assisting men in regaining their sexual confidence, vigor, and performance. And I'm here to tell you that the key to getting your power back doesn't lie with pharmacies. Your kitchen does. I'll show you 3 vital vitamins that any man over 60 needs to be aware of today. They support natural erections, maintain proper testosterone function, and rekindle the spark that gives you a sense of completeness. Before you rush to get a cup of coffee, I'll also tell you about a risky vitamin error that most guys make that might ruin all of your hard work. You should pay close attention because, starting now, correcting this one error could completely transform your life. Tap subscribe and enable notifications immediately if you're interested in getting back your vitality, performance, and energy. And let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you. If not, input 0 and tell me how I may help you more effectively. Let's start with vitamin C and get right to the point. All too frequently, this superpower is disregarded. Years spent indoors can cause your levels to rapidly decline, which can impact your vitality, circulation, and even performance. Let me tell you why. A 67-year-old retired engineer named Robert sat across from me, his face furrowed with intense concern. He used to be the man who could fix anything and put in endless hours on home projects. But now, he battled exhaustion that seemed to sap all of his energy. The impact it had on his relationship with his wife, Margaret, after 40 years of marriage, was more distressing than the physical tiredness. He began to distance himself from closeness, not because he didn't love, but rather because he felt deeply that his body had deceived him. Robert confessed, "I feel like I'm disappointing her. I can hardly get through the day without feeling exhausted, yet I want to be the husband she deserves." The weight of vulnerability that many men his age bear in quiet shattered his voice. Men over 60 often have heartbreakingly similar stories to Robert's. You put in a lot of effort, take good care of your family, and then you lose your spark. Drive and performance wane, circulation slows, and fatigue sets in. Too many guys attribute this to aging. They believe it's normal and that nothing can be done, yet you can be overlooking something surprisingly easy. There is mounting evidence of a vitamin C deficit. Fighting off a seasonal cold is just one aspect of this. Vitamin C keeps your energy, endurance, and performance on track by powering systems that are essential to men's health. The majority of people believe that vitamin C just strengthens the immune system, although it has far more uses. Strong, healthy blood vessels require it. Collagen, which strengthens the artery walls and maintains healthy blood flow, is created with the aid of vitamin C. In order for nutrients to reach your muscles and even your reproductive organs, it also shields the endothelium, the fragile lining of those veins. Nitric oxide, a potent chemical that widens your blood arteries, is also preserved by vitamin C. The areas of your body that are most important for energy and sexual performance may starve if you don't get enough vitamin C because your nitric oxide will break down too quickly and your circulation may collapse. According to research, vitamin C can increase blood flow by up to 50% in men who are at cardiovascular risk, which can significantly impact day-to-day functioning. However, males over 60 are considerably more at danger, and 7% of American adults already have poor vitamin C levels. It becomes more difficult to receive enough when absorption declines and dietary patterns change. Although 90 milligrams per day is the recommended minimum, strive for 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day if you want better circulation and greater vitality. Vitamin C offers 3 benefits that improve your health from the inside out, in addition to stronger blood vessels. You can strengthen your heart and improve circulation by getting the recommended quantity of vitamin C. Your arteries remain flexible, and your blood pressure doesn't fluctuate, because vitamin C maintains the smooth operation of the inner lining of your blood vessels. Your body works more harmoniously when the blood flow is more steady, which shields you against harmful blood pressure, highs and lows. Vitamin C is also good for the brain. Strong antioxidant protection protects brain cells from damaging free radicals. This translates into improved concentration, quicker thinking, and even a lower chance of memory issues in the future. It helps you stay focused on your passions and your family by giving you a mental advantage. By maintaining bone density, vitamin C gives your spine and the long bones in your legs vital power. You can walk more confidently and lower your risk of fractures that could take away your independence if your frame is more stable. Start with your diet if you wish to increase your intake of vitamin C. Dark leafy greens, bell peppers, broccoli, fresh citrus fruits, and strawberries will provide you with a good base of about 90 milligrams each day. That's a fantastic starting point, but a supplement of 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily can have a significant impact for improved energy, stronger circulation, and long-term protection. Robert made the decision to take action. His days looked entirely different after taking vitamin C consistently for 3 months. Intimacy with his wife revived, circulation improved, and he regained his vigor. He regained his confidence and, along with it, his sense of belonging to his wife and the outside world. Vitamin C is just the first step. Consider it your first line of defense, the firm foundation for reviving your energy and performance. You can do more, though. Next up is zinc, which plays a fantastic function in maintaining the proper balance of your testosterone, immune system, and stamina. It creates a stronger basis for long-lasting vigor when combined with vitamin C. You won't want to miss how zinc can improve your performance even more, so pay attention. Michael had established himself as a reputable business advisor over the course of several decades. His handshake was powerful even at 63. Boardrooms were still inspired by his voice, but in private he continued to lose his vigor. His confidence had fallen apart in the bedroom, and he felt exhausted in the mornings and disengaged in the nights. Their 25-year marriage was under a lot of stress, even with his wife by his side. According to Michael, it turned him into a shadow of the person he had always been. He was looking for answers after months of annoying symptoms. Exercise seemed like torture, sleep seemed pointless, and no number of motivational speeches could make him feel better. At last, he consented to a series of thorough laboratory testing. The outcomes were evident. His serum zinc levels were much below the recommended threshold, at just 65 micrograms per deciliter. The strength had been taken from him by a subtle but potent weakness. Michael's experience is remarkably typical. According to studies, more than half of males over 60 have zinc levels that are below ideal. Even worse, up to 60% of elderly people experience actual clinical deficiencies. You're more than just a little worn out from that lack. It can deplete your energy, erode your motivation, and depress you. Many men ignore the possibility that a basic mineral could be the secret cause of their decline, instead attributing these difficulties to stress or regular aging. Most men are unaware of how much zinc can do. It is the foundation of your entire physiology, supporting more than 300 essential enzyme processes. Your daily vitality depends on it, as does your testosterone and prostate. Zinc keeps the testicles functioning properly and promotes the synthesis of testosterone. Testosterone frequently follows a decline in levels. That's a surefire route to diminished strength, poor drive, and intimacy issues. The fact that your prostate has the highest quantity of zinc of any area of your body is even more remarkable. By protecting it from swelling and promoting good function, zinc may reduce the chance of prostate enlargement and save you from having to use the restroom at night. Additionally, zinc is essential for your energy systems. It immediately affects your mental clarity and endurance by supporting the way your body reacts to insulin and processes sugar. Zinc insufficiency may be the silent cause of your failures if you experience continual fogginess or a midday drop in motivation. Every year, the danger increases as your body's capacity to absorb zinc from meals declines. According to research, men over 60 only absorb roughly 17% of the food they eat, but younger men absorb almost twice as much. Your reserves continue to deplete year after year as a result of this chronic underabsorption, gradually putting you at risk for cardiovascular issues, cognitive decline, and a waning sexual life. Like Michael, you may be wondering how to get back your strength and the vitality you formerly relied on. If you take the proper strategy, zinc restoration can have a significant impact. Oral supplementation is the most straightforward and secure initial step for the majority of men. Low reserves can be restored and equilibrium restored with a daily dosage of 15 to 30 milligrams. Because of their exceptional absorption, zinc citrate and zinc picolinate offer your body a genuine chance to heal. However, popular zinc oxide pills are little absorbed, leaving you feeling let down and still fatigued. In more serious situations, your doctor can recommend intramuscular injections, for instance, if digestive problems impede adequate zinc absorption. These ensure that your body gets instant access to the zinc it needs by avoiding the gut completely and delivering it directly into your circulation. That was precisely how Michael's health improved. Following a thorough assessment, he agreed to take 25 milligrams of zinc citrate daily for 8 weeks. His zinc level was returning to the ideal range in his subsequent laboratory tests. His motivation at work roared back to life, his sexual confidence restored, and the lethargy gradually subsided. It was his wife who first saw it. The man who had before shunned closeness and conversation felt interested, hopeful, and present once more. Even their once worn-out and numb marriage found its spark again. Michael demonstrated how restoring zinc reserves may rekindle not just your physical health, but also your sense of purpose and community. Zinc provides a strong basis for your energy, metabolism, and hormones. It gets you ready for the next nutrient on your journey by supporting everything from the metabolism of glucose to testosterone. Magnesium, commonly referred to as the master mineral, is the next crucial component that aids in the efficient function of zinc and vitamin C. Magnesium keeps your muscles strong, helps your circulation, stabilizes your heartbeat, and makes sure that every cell in your body converts food into energy that can be used. Every other supplement performs poorly if there is insufficient magnesium. Because magnesium may be the missing component in your vitality, you should closely monitor what happens next. David had always been a disciplined person. He was 65 years old and still wore his marathon runner's badge. He abstained from alcohol and tobacco, maintained a daily exercise routine, and ate a Mediterranean diet. His blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose levels were all totally normal, which pleased his doctors. But he felt cheated every morning. His limbs suddenly cramped, he was exhausted, and even having sex with his wife had become a terrible battle. David was taken aback. If a man accomplished everything correctly, why would he feel so defeated? A closer examination revealed the reality. Classic blood tests never detected a serious magnesium deficiency, but his micronutrient panel did. There are far too many males who experience this hidden crisis. Compared to the constant discussion about vitamin C or multivitamins, magnesium hardly ever receives any attention. The majority of people overlook its larger use and simply consider it for sleep or cramp alleviation. Magnesium is essential for more than 300 chemical processes that keep your cells alive. Your vitality wanes, your muscles protest, and your energy levels stagnate when this mineral is absent. When it comes to male health, magnesium is a true hidden gem. It powers the cell's power currency, ADP, which powers the machinery that converts food into useful energy. No matter how well you eat or exercise, your metabolism stutters when your magnesium levels fall, leaving you sluggish and exhausted. Magnesium also maintains your stamina and prevents cramps by regulating the balance between muscle contraction and relaxation. It even aids in the creation of testosterone, ensuring that your hormones continue to function properly. It also affects circulation. Magnesium improves blood flow and supports nitric oxide activity, which is essential for erectile function, by relaxing the smooth muscles that line your blood vessels. A 2017 study found that erectile dysfunction in older men, particularly those with kidney disorders, was associated with magnesium shortage. You cannot ignore magnesium if you wish to safeguard your vitality. There are several choices in nature to assist you in returning to your normal levels. Magnesium is impressively supported by nutritious grains, legumes, fatty fish like salmon, nuts like pumpkin seeds, and almonds, dark leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard, and even dark chocolate. A daily intake of 400 to 420 milligrams is sufficient for the majority of guys. However, your doctor may suggest a little bit extra if you have issues with digestion or absorption. No matter how carefully they eat, men over 60 frequently have trouble maintaining enough magnesium levels in their bodies. Your reserves may be depleted by years of medicine or changes in your digestive system, and absorption naturally declines. Supplements are therefore more than beneficial. Pay attention to the forms of magnesium that your body can truly utilize if you're thinking about adding it. Magnesium glycinate and citrate are particularly notable for their mild stomach action and excellent absorption. Avoid using magnesium oxide as it has limited absorption and hardly affects your magnesium levels. Let's revisit David's path after learning of his shortcoming. He stuffed his meals full of salmon, spinach, and almonds, and I began him on 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate every day. Before long, he became aware of a shift. His vitality returned after 6 weeks, and the excruciating muscle cramping he had on lengthy hikes disappeared. Additionally, his erectile function restoring confidence he had previously believed was lost forever. David reported feeling more fully recovered, stronger and more energetic than he had in years by the 3-month follow-up. This narrative is consistent with scientific findings. Magnesium supports a healthy hormone balance, prevents cardiovascular strain, and enhances exercise performance in older men. According to studies, males whose diets lack enough magnesium gain the most from these advantages. Magnesium benefits can be increased by adding zinc. When combined, they improve metabolism, reduce inflammation, and even elevate mood and mental acuity. A recipe for success if you want to maintain optimal health for both your body and mind. The majority of guys believe that taking a few vitamins here and there will help them get back in shape, but this strategy frequently fails. When you take essential nutrients together, amazing things happen. Their impacts compound rather than simply add up. This is how nutritional synergy works. You may create a foundation that supports your energy, circulation, and general vigor on a level that no one vitamin could ever accomplish on its own, by combining zinc, magnesium, and vitamin C. Although each of these nutrients is essential, when combined, they improve your health in many ways. Your muscles heal more quickly, your heart beats more effectively, and even your mental acuity increases. Gaining more self-assurance and endurance can feel like going back in time. Real lives have been impacted by this concept. Consider James, a 68-year-old retired educator who tried zinc and vitamin C for months in an attempt to rekindle his youthful spirit. At just 60% of his previous energy, he felt stuck. All of that changed when I suggested a thorough synergy protocol: daily intake of 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, 25 milligrams of zinc citrate, and 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. After 8 weeks, James reported a total change. His day was full of energy, his physical vigor restored, and his mental clarity improved. He had not felt this kind of vitality in more than 10 years. Your entire body receives a potent boost when these three vitamins and minerals work together. Zinc-driven energy reactions are fueled by vitamin C, which also protects magnesium and zinc from oxidative damage and enhances the absorption of zinc in the gut. This indicates that each vitamin C dosage gradually enhances the effectiveness of the other nutrients. By itself, zinc is a powerful protector of metabolic health and hormone balance. But when combined with vitamin C, it enhances the effects of magnesium on hormones, aids in the rebuilding of collagen, and fortifies cell walls, allowing nutrients to reach the areas where they are most required. The silent workhorse, magnesium, comes next. It promotes zinc's function in the synthesis of proteins and hormones, activates the enzymes that allow vitamin C to function, and creates the energetic foundation for each and every cell in your body. You feel more resilient, strong, and sharp when your magnesium levels are stable. Because each nutrient increases the absorption and activity of the other two, this potent synergy is effective. Rather than functioning independently, they collaborate to produce more robust and enduring advantages for your heart, muscles, and mind. For males over 60, that synergy is even more important. Inflammation may increase as a result of the natural slowdown in nutrient absorption, and many prescription drugs deplete your body of essential nutrients. This is where magnesium powers your entire cellular repair system, zinc helps your hormones and immune system, and vitamin C combats oxidative stress. Feeling physically stronger is only one aspect of the influence. For instance, James reported that he at last felt like himself. Together, these nutrients helped him become sharper, calmer, and more focused. They also helped him regain a feeling of purpose that had been lost for years. However, most men fail to realize their full potential due to two frequent blunders that hinder actual outcomes and squander time and money. We'll break those down in the next part so you can safeguard your investment and get the most out of every nutrient. The first error is improper supplementing. Too many men over 60 who spend their hard-earned money and dreams on supplements end up feeling let down. This isn't a shortage of work. This stealthy trap is right in front of you. Allow me to introduce you to William. He is a 64-year-old accountant who is skilled at examining every dollar. For weeks, he studied supplements, certain that he had made the right choice. He took his pills with a strict regimen every day, hoping for more energy, a greater focus, and a fresh sense of vigor. Nothing changed after 6 months. He was pulled down by the same exhaustion. He became frustrated and lost confidence. With a final sigh, he told his wife that perhaps vitamins aren't for me. To help you steer clear of the same pitfalls, let's examine the precise areas where William's decisions went wrong. First, the incorrect form choices. Many men lose ground here before they even start. William chose forms that were inexpensive and difficult to absorb since the labels appeared authentic. He utilized ascorbic acid, which is unfriendly to the stomach and does not contain the additional bioflavonoids that aid in the absorption and utilization of vitamin C by cells. Instead of grabbing zinc, citrate, or picolinate, which your body can use, he grabbed zinc oxide, which hardly passes through your intestinal walls. What about the magnesium? Magnesium oxide works so fast that it can make you race to the restroom rather than supporting your muscles and nerves. A much better option would have been magnesium glycinate or citrate. The timing error comes in second. Although vitamin C has a brief half-life in the system, William believed that taking a large dosage in the morning would help him get through the day. If you take a big dose, your kidneys will remove the majority of it in a few hours. This implies that your cells do not receive the consistent, long-term supply that they require. Splitting the dose throughout the day or using a sustained-release version would have allowed William to retain more of those advantages. Third, the error in the interaction. William assumed that taking his zinc with his breakfast and morning coffee was a straightforward habit, but the presence of caffeine, fiber, and other minerals in that meal prevented zinc from being absorbed. In the end, his magnesium and the calcium in his cereal fought for absorption. Let's examine the science underlying these issues. Just 5 to 15% of zinc oxide enters your body. In contrast, picolinate, or zinc citrate, provide more than 30%. Less than 4% of magnesium oxide is absorbed, whereas about 30% of magnesium citrate or glycinate is. A prolonged release capsule or buffered vitamin C with bioflavonoids will keep your blood levels steady for longer, allowing your body to better use the product you purchased. Ultimately, quality always triumphs over quantity. It's more than simply the vitamin's name. What matters are the combinations, timing, and form. Consider supplements a science rather than a Band-Aid solution. You feel let down and as though vitamins have failed you when these details go wrong. Now, there's another important error that robs men over 60 of their results, even if you fill out the paperwork correctly. The difficult part was done by William. He looked into supplements, selected superior versions, and even changed the schedule. But inconsistency was the one silent opponent he had to contend with. Even if you have the ideal vitamins for vitality, energy, and performance, they could easily elude you if you don't maintain consistent practices. Despite his good intentions, William's pattern was disorganized. He took everything with breakfast on weekdays. Weekends caused the schedule to collapse. He attempted to make up missed doses on certain evenings. Additionally, he had to travel, which meant that his vitamins remained unopened in his suitcase for several days. For your body to rebuild, repair, and sustain your energy, these nutrients must be continuously available. Blood levels fall and the benefits diminish as you skip around with your intake. The times when you feel more powerful and concentrated start to wane, and you begin to wonder if the pills are really effective. William was destined to succeed. All he needed was a better strategy. I thus suggested the following to assist him maintain his vigor, performance, and energy. I started by advising him to move to better sources of the same nutrients. For instance, bioflavonoids combined with buffered vitamin C provide greater absorption while being kinder to your stomach. Unlike zinc oxide, which is less expensive, zinc citrate helps your body use the mineral. Additionally, magnesium glycinate provides consistent absorption without causing gastrointestinal issues. Additionally, timing is important. William learned from me how to spread things out for optimal effect. Splitting vitamin C twice a day with meals is the best way to maintain stable blood levels and a healthy immune system. However, zinc is best absorbed before bed on an empty stomach. In this manner, it promotes your hormone balance and overnight healing without interfering with diet. With dinner, magnesium is a great way to relax and relieve tension in your muscles, allowing you to rest and recuperate at night. A schedule, of course, is only effective if you follow it. This included assisting William in forming routines that he could adhere to while traveling or on vacation. Keeping things organized was made easier by packing a basic pill organizer, scheduling phone reminders, and associating dosages with routine tasks like brushing his teeth. William transformed a disorganized plan into a reliable habit that his body could rely on by taking these supplements at the same time every day. And the outcomes were indisputable. His energy felt more consistent after 12 weeks. Tasks became easier as mental attention returned. Even his physical endurance returned to a level he hadn't experienced in years. Changing supplements wasn't the only thing that made an impact. The discipline of consistency and organization was what ultimately allowed them to reach their maximum potential. I want you to remember that lesson. Accuracy is important. You can't get where you want to go with just intention. Your body functions on a regular basis, and the benefits are worthwhile. Let's pause to reinforce the lessons you learned today. Vitamin C will assist maintain your energy levels and strengthen your immune system. Zinc to help your body's hormones and natural healing process. Magnesium can help you rest deeply and rebuild your muscles. However, change does not occur when one is aware of these. When you apply them consistently and purposefully, the actual change occurs. These vitamins do more than just provide your body with energy every single day. They restore your sense of self, steady, competent, and involved. They encourage the way you present yourself in your relationships. They regain emotional vitality that has been weakened by stress and exhaustion. I've seen innumerable men who thought their best years were past discover a fresh passion and a renewed sense of control over their health, and I've witnessed that spark alter not only their endurance, but also their self-assurance and interactions with those who matter most to them. The decision is now due. You have control over what occurs next. With this knowledge, you can take action. Today, start small and work your way up from there. Alternatively, you might put it away and wait for this moment to pass. Here's what I want you to keep in mind, though. There is yet time. You still have time to strengthen yourself, connect with others, and reclaim the vitality that is still yours. Start out easy. Take that vitamin consciously. Take a stroll outside. Accept a future that feels like yours again, along with increased energy and focus. You've already made the decision to invest in yourself by watching this video. That is important. To assist additional men find this information, please like this video if it was helpful to you. Give it to a brother, friend, or anybody else who might benefit from this encouragement. Additionally, post a comment below. Tell me what you found most interesting or what you would like me to talk about next. The direction of this channel is influenced by your voice. Here, you are more than just a watcher. You are a member of a larger group of men who are striving for a more robust, healthy, and energetic way of life. Tell me from where you're viewing. Every remark was read by me. Look after yourself. Remember to subscribe and like. See you in the upcoming video. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker. Until then, it's worth battling for your health.